What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kid Vision. We are back with another video. It is very early. It is the morning after the Super Bowl. Loved the outcome, loved the commercials, loved the halftime show most of all, but there was a lot going on. I didn't really sit down and really focus on it. So that's what we're going to do this morning. I'm a big football fan. I watched every regular season game I could, on TV. I'm a sports bettor. I won my fantasy league this year. I won the Pick'em League too. It was a great year for me related to football, and I loved seeing the Chiefs get destroyed, bro. But that's not what we're here for today. I wanted to react to the Kendrick Lamar halftime show. He is my favorite music artist of all time. I have every single vinyl. They're not all up there, but those two are. As little Kid Vision, I was hoping one day I would see a hip-hop halftime show at the Super Bowl. Not only that, I've wanted to see Kendrick at the halftime show for over a decade. I've listened to him since 2012, and we finally got it. I was so excited all year to see this. Man, did it pay off. I see so many people talking about it. It was trending over the Super Bowl or either of the teams the whole night. It had well over double the amount of tweets as the second place thing, which is nuts. And I really hope people give Kendrick the flowers he deserves for this, because his breath control is nuts. From what I saw, people don't understand. People don't even think of that, bro. You have to walk around, run around everywhere, choreography. You got to think about censoring yourself, and his breath control was still good. So anyway, I'm just rambling because I'm nervous to watch this again, but I'm excited at the same time. But let's just get into it, and I'll talk throughout it. But here's the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show by Kendrick Lamar. Oh, I gotta turn it up. There we go. I might have to blur this, by the way, because I know that it's been getting blocked. So don't hate if it's blurred a little bit.
Salutations! It's your uncle, Sam.
This is so cool.
It's the great American game.
Okay, so just right off the bat, there's going to be a lot of pausing because I do want to block proof it as well, but there's just a lot to talk about, and I feel like most of you have already seen this. So, that's what a reaction video is for, guys. So don't get mad if I pause it a bunch, but having Samuel L. Jackson be Uncle Sam is so cool. When you think back to Wesley's Theory on To Pimp a Butterfly, and all throughout his discography, he talks about the state of the country a lot, taxes and where his money goes, and it's just a metaphor for from taking from his culture as well. There's so much related to that, and it's woven throughout this performance with the American flag I saw when it happened live, and how it was divided down the middle. We'll get to that, but anyway, let's keep going.
Back powering up, no more handshakes and hugs. The energy only circulate through us. Everybody must be judged. But this time, God only favoring us. 20 years in, still got that pen dedicated to bare hard truth. And he can speak with a vision and tongue. Predicate this time is.
He needs to drop this, bro. This is the song that was in the trailer. This goes so hard. Wait! I never noticed. They all came out of the GNX. Is there something under? Is there a tunnel under it? How are they getting in? How do they all fit in there? There has to be a mirror or something underneath. That's cool.
The revolution about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy.
That's what he said there? I didn't hear that, bro. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy. Holy shit. He literally warned people. It just happened to be 2025 in military time when he started. That's kind of nuts. That's weird. a weird coincidence that doesn't mean much, but anyway. And I'm keeping in mind, like, everybody over the age of 30, specifically like white people, probably have no idea who Kendrick is. Actually, that's a lie. They probably have heard the name. They probably don't know many songs. So with that being said, like, right out the gate, he's like rapping real fast and like just staying true to like his art. He doesn't really care, like the boomers, you know? But they have probably turned it off by like the second song, to be honest. God, those little things are so cool. I'm a stargazer. Life goes on. I need all my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli. Hot heat, keep the horn on me.
Ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet.
Oh my God, it's fire. I love the choreography too. Baby rocking that quid pro quo. It's interesting how we went into the second verse as well. Probably just because it's easier to censor, but there's still quite a bit to censor. So that was an interesting choice that I'm gonna note. I don't really like that. I like the first verse better. So if he was able to censor himself on the first verse, I think he should have done that.
Gonna flow, let me know if you clocking it. Brody won't go, but I know that he popping it. It was worth tickets on sale till I silenced it. Pipe down young, these some whole other politics.
Bitch with him, that's bitch in him, that's a lot of bitch. Yeah, this verse had to be harder to censor, right?
Tell me why you boys rap if you fiction. Tell me why you boys
fed if you criminal. Yeah, see, that's an interesting choice. Maybe just because it was easier to transition right there with the yell.
No, 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 no! Too loud, too reckless, too ghetto. Mr. Lamar!
See, okay, oh my God, it's so genius, bro. It's so genius because Uncle Sam is commentating how America will react, which is, oh my God, it's so genius because like these are the thoughts I had as like just looking at it as a whole. Like, how is the country going to react to the first exclusively hip hop halftime show? Well, we had Dr. Dre and Friends, but this is the first like solo hip hop whatever. But he's straight up saying like, oh, all the white people are gonna think this is too ghetto, you know? Let's switch it up.
Do you really know how to play the game? Then tighten up.
And I hate that word ghetto. Like it's lost like its meaning and shit. Crime allowances with the counterfeits, but now I'm counting this. I bet a lot of people knew this song that might not know GNX. Playing Tetris, AM to the PM, PM to the AM funk. Let's listen to the crowd here. Oh.
My left stroke just went viral.
Right stroke, put a baby in the be humble.
See, and that's so fire how he cut it short like that. That's so good. See, that was a good choice. So he redeemed himself. But honestly, I saw a bunch of posts last night just hating on Kendrick in the halftime show. Like, people are like, oh, the crowd wasn't feeling it. Like, what? You think we can hear exactly what the crowd is doing in the audio that they, like, picked for this? Like, clearly they're trying to get the audio clear enough so that you can hear Kendrick. They don't want to get the crowd's reaction, really. And you can still hear the crowd as well. So, like, that argument is so stupid. I cannot understand it from the other POV. Like, oh, the crowd wasn't in it. What do you mean? I heard them scream A minor when he got to that. And speaking of which, I saw somebody else say, oh, the chain on his neck is an A for A minor. I thought that was hilarious because it's clearly for his, it's just PG Lang, and they're the ones responsible for putting this entire thing together, like the set design, the choreography, everything. So shout out to PG Lang, this is incredible.
Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Hold on. I got royalty inside my DNA.
This was my favorite song he did that I didn't expect him to do.
Power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA.
This has always been one of my favorite Kendrick songs.
Was born like this, perform like this. Y'all shoot what you weapon.
And he fucked up there. Immaculate conception. Like, he could have easily said that. I think he actually messed up the lyrics there. Because he's thinking about, like, where to go, and he's, like, running around and shit. So I don't blame him, but...
Like this,
born like this. Immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this shit. I knew one new weapon, I don't...
Conviction, burglars, boosters, burglars, ballers, dead. Skyline fathers, dead with kids and hours. Hold on.
And I will say, he is running out of breath there, and you can tell, which kind of sucks, but, like, it's understandable at the same time. Hellcat. Hey, everybody wanna be demon till they get chipped by the throwaway. Show a day, once a lame, always a lame. See, and there's also, like, bars and punchlines that really, like, make the song what it is. Like, the best parts of the song that he has to cut out because he has to breathe and stuff. And, like, I will always commend him for his breath control. It is incredible. But, like, things like that, it's kind of a detriment to, like, a live performance. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when you leave out those hard-hitting punchlines, like, once a lame, always a lame. Like, that's so funny to hear, and it hits. But we just didn't get that. Down like with a poker face. And he smiles, bro. Devious. I remember that. And this was so cool.
Keep my essence contagious, that's okay with me.
So creative with the acapella.
Crashing out right now, it ain't safe for me. Did it with integrity. These boys try to hate on me, just wait and see.
I wonder what the Vegas odds were for this song to be performed.
Dangerous me or the famous me? How annoying. From the boys in the game I speak, ashamed of me. It's important, I deserve it all because it's mine. Why you think you deserve the
Greatest of all time, motherfucker.
See you brought your homeboys with you.
That's so fire.
Cheat code. Scorekeeper. Deduct 1 life.
Okay, I didn't even mention, like, the whole gaming, like, theme is, like, kind of out of nowhere, but I love it. Like, it looked like the PlayStation controller shapes around the stage, and I remember it saying game over at the end, and then Samuel L. Jackson right there says they got 1 life. You know, that's crazy. I like that theme. They stuck to a theme. I think it's also crazy he performed this as well. This is the most underrated song on GNX. It's one of my favorites. A lot of people just think it's silly. They talk about none. Peekaboo, I just put some boogers in my chain. Peekaboo, 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Peekaboo, 7.62s, I make them plain.
I'm popping out your back, that's my name. I put 2 foreigns on a 4-5. That's Kachi Pepper if I'm doing pasta.
Why you acting tough on IG Live?
You know my loved ones
On the
Let's get
rocker.
it. Surprise, it's your boy Chuck E. Cheese.
And he did AZ Chike's verse, which is interesting.
He on the ground, praise God, and stomping feet.
I mean, it was only like 4 bars, but anyway. That is so cool. I was super happy to see him do that, and I bet if the boomers haven't already turned off the halftime show by now, they've definitely left already, because when they heard what they talk about now, what they talk about, they talk about now, what they talk about, they talk about now. Like, you know, They're off, bro. They're like, he's rapping too fast. I can't understand him. And the only thing I understand is him saying what they talk about. They talk about nothing.
Ladies, I want to make a move. I want to perform their favorite song, but you know they love to sue.
I heard that live. I did hear that one. That is one of the biggest moments of the halftime show right there. So we're going to talk about it. That is so wild how he teased this. And I got really sad because I thought he was actually going to skip it. And I bet a lot of the country did. But that's so crazy that he addressed it. Like, if anything, that's going to make the case harder if it actually like goes through. And like, I don't know much about like legal, like the whole process of suing like this, but anyway, I feel like it would make it harder if you addressed the suing like directly, like right before you do it anyway. But he did censor himself a lot when he actually did it. So I'll be interested to see like what they can really do when they sue him, or if they do. They might decide not to because of how he did it and everything. I don't know.
Yeah, that song.
And he smiles.
No, what? I slow it down. Say, ladies, do me this solid.
And he decides to slow it down.
Oh, you done lost your damn mind.
This world were mine.
Hey, Roman numeral 7, baby.
Shout out Luther Vandross.
5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5.
This world, concrete flowers grow.
And the grand entrance by SZA. If it was up to me, I wouldn't go with nobody, no sympathy. Her vocals, her live vocals, oh my god.
Out. Slow. Stop.
And okay, I will say this was one of my least favorite parts about the Super Bowl halftime show, because in the real song, like his ad libs actually like follow her and they're melodic, and I feel like his mic was turned up way too much, because you know they had to turn it up to a volume where like he could perform and it would be like mixed somewhat well, you know, so they couldn't like turn him down for like the ad libs or anything, and he was probably so out of breath he couldn't like sing too crazy, even though he just did like the intro to the song. So I don't like how he did the ad libs. I think that's one of the best parts of the song, like when SZA's doing her verse and he's like in between them, like that's so cool. Like it probably would have been better if he wasn't saying anything, is what I'm saying. I saw someone on Twitter say, the lights dim, everyone turns their flashlights on, they think All the Stars is gonna play, but they do Family Ties and Baby Keem comes out. That would have been the ideal outcome, in my opinion.
Tell me what you gonna do.
I saw that live, by the way,
Confrontation ain't nothing new
when he
to
came to Minneapolis.
You could bring a bullet, bring a morgue, bring a sword, but you can't bring the truth to me. Bumping you and all your expectations. I don't even want your congratulations. I recognize your false confidence. Promises all in your conversation. I hate those that feel entitled.
You know, I've never been a fan of this song, but I'm really glad he did it, because it shows a different side of him, right? To people like who don't listen to him. Wait, I feel like an idiot. I just noticed his jacket is a PG Lang jacket too.
Solana.
All the stars are closed. All the stars are closed. SZA's fit is fire as well. And her hair, she colored her hair red. That note she hit, like the run she did at the top of her range there, was amazing too. All right, let's listen to what he has to say.
Well, that's what America wants. Nice and calm.
Yep.
You're almost there.
That's what a lot of old people were waiting for.
It's a cultural divide. I'ma get it on the flow.
You really about to do it?
40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music.
You really about to do it?
Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence.
Think it on it like that.
Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like fuck.
What's it on the beat? Oh, beat, oh, you rap. Oh my god. Oh no. We're gonna experience that again, bro. I got goosebumps. Yo, he like addresses the divide in. Okay, so I forgot to talk about the American flag, like divided, like that symbolism. I think that's so genius because he's like relating like the issues in the country and he's relating it to hip hop and like what transpired this year with him and Drake. And they're like the two big, you know, you got the Democrat and the Republican Party. Like those are the two big parties in politics. And we had the election this year. And then we have Kendrick and Drake, the two big parties of hip hop. And they were like kind of divided. Well, not kind of. They were. They beefed this year. So it's like symbolism in like more ways than one. And I really like how he addresses that.
40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music.
40 acres in the mule. Oh, shit.
Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence.
Think it on it like that.
Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like fuck. Must have on a beat, bro.
And you can hear the crowd go nuts.
Man down, call like Amber Lambs. Tell them breathe. Let them boys till across the
walk around like tees.
What's up with these Japonio? Trying to see Compton. In the street can hate me. Bump them all in they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's
Too many options. I'm finna crash on
his body. I'm John Stockton.
I love how that first verse is like pretty much clean too.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one
that
that
up the skull.
Walking down the whole time, I know he got some hoe.
Like this actually is pretty good censored.
I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to Cell Block 1. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to Cell Block 1. Bro, say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to Cell Block 1. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young.
Bro.
You better not go to Cell Block 1. To any that talk to him and then look.
He's a, oh my god, the chaotic evil. Oh my god, he smiles and looks at the camera, puts his hand up like he's waving.
Like I'm young. You better not ever go to Cell Block 1.
Oh no, he didn't. He just went like this. Oh my god, I can't believe like he didn't even try to censor any of that. Calls him out by name, like name drops him. I mean, everybody knows what the song is at this point anyway. Like, how much does it really hurt?
That talk to him and then love. Just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me
like old people to like hear that line is wild. Like for the first time.
I got a weird case why I see around certified lover boy certified.
Fuck 'em up.
I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
That was Serena. All of us did like a double take. We were like, was that Serena? Was that Serena Williams? Like, we weren't even sure. She's like crip walking because they moved. I looked it up. They moved to Compton when they were young. So they're from Compton. Her and Venus. They not like us. No. They not like us. No. They not like us. Yeah, that's probably the loudest the crowd has been. Like,
are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then
step this way. Even throughout the football game.
Step this way. Step that way. Hold on. I go by the name of K. Kendrick Lamar, okay, Lamar, Mr. Morale. This is Gen X. We come all the way from Compton, California to a party with y'all. Let me hear you say,
that was impressive that he fit all that in there.
Somebody
gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
God, this is so fire. This is my favorite song right now.
they siblings, nothing but my children. One shot, they
disappearing.
In the city where the flag be getting thrown. Pass interference, padlock around them. Crash pulling up in unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. Bone a pick like it was sea bass. When I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. I showed y'all the ropes before they hung from a rope. I'm prophetic.
He delivered this song really well too.
Good for saving fakes, I seen the cosmetics. Hairs I gotta take to level my aesthetics. Hurry up, your muscle up, we up the higher metric. Ran up out of luck soon as I up the highest metric. Super Bowl made a feat, you're diabetic. Mouth you full of deceit. Cowards telling
Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yellow mustard. Yeah. Yo, he killed that.
But somebody gotta do it. Got my owner, but some gotta tell the TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
Bro, you can tell he.
Turn his TV off, turn his.
And it says game over.
The National Football League.
Oh my god. Like, you can tell he wrote TV off for the Super Bowl, is what I was saying. Like, that's so cool. And it's not surprising it was the last song. Like, I guess Not Like Us could have been. But I love how he picked that one to go last. But, guys, I think overall, like, this was such a big step for hip hop music. And it really shows, like, the demographic of just everything changing. You know, as we all get older, like, hip hop is going to become more and more popular in the mainstream because, you know, the genre has been around longer and longer. And, you know, when I was a kid, I grew up listening to Kendrick Lamar, like, throughout high school. Like, we're at that point where, like, anybody under the age of 30, one of the genres they grew up with was hip-hop. Like, we have not been able to say that, really. Like, ever since, you know, the commercial success of hip-hop is, like, really gone crazy. And so we're always going to go in the right direction. Like, I'm not, like, too nervous about hip-hop ever going away, you know? It's only going to get bigger. And this is, like, a huge step. And I bet a lot of people are going to be like, oh, I didn't know any of the songs that he performed, so it was a bad halftime show. Like, of course, if you didn't know the songs, it's going to be a bad halftime show. Like, that is not a valid, like, your opinion is not that valid. If you didn't know any of the songs, like, you have nothing to compare it to. You know, you cannot call it a bad halftime show if you didn't know any of the songs. Like, the choreography, the artistry, the symbolism, the breath control, like, the statement it had on, like, the impact that song had on the world this year was massive. Like, you cannot deny any of that. Like, sadly, I'm biased, so I can't give you guys, you know, like, an honest reaction. I did criticize some things throughout, so I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can and honest. That's, like, the best halftime show I've seen, like, as it happened in my lifetime. Culturally and, like, for history, Michael Jackson's halftime show will always be the best. But even then, I feel like I'm not, like, too credible to say that, you know, because I wasn't watching that when it happened live, and I didn't know the importance of that. But anyway, guys, I hope you love my reaction. Let me know what you think of this halftime show. Try to come from an unbiased point of view. I'm interested to see the people who didn't like it and what they have to say. So this is the only time I'll say this, but I actually want to read some negative comments in my comment section because I'm interested to see your point of view. Like, I don't see how this could be viewed as a bad halftime show. I really can't. So anyway, if you're new to the channel, we do this every single Friday. We react to new music. That's kind of what we do on the channel. This is kind of different today, but if you're into that sort of thing, join the family, and I will see you on Friday for some new music, guys. All right, peace.